We the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. In the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
Lex, you can hear me?
Yeah, that's a great intro. I love it.
All right. So yo, all right. So we're gonna get right into it. You saw me list off 6 battle rap issues on Uncle Ra's 50 Minutes of Fame. Salute to Uncle Ra. And now we're gonna address these issues one by one. So you ready to jump right into the issues?
Oh boy, I love it. I'm super
Oh boy,
ready.
let's go.
No
all right,
testing the waters. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it. Exclusivity.
Okay, like I already said, if you want exclusivity, you have to pay for it. Battlers aren't exclusive because they have bills to pay and they can't wait month after month to have a possible battle. Maybe, I don't know. Right.
So why don't they get a job?
That's not here nor there. The question is exclusivity, you know?
Okay.
No matter what, you should have more than one hustle. So I'm hoping not everybody in battle rap just depends on battle rap.
Me too.
Let's just start there. So anyways, exclusivity. The reason that they do it is because these checks are being offered, job or not, right? It's still, hey, you want $2,000? Hey, you want $4,000? Hey, you want $6,000? Who's not going to jump at that?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Who's not going to jump at that? Especially if you're a beast and you prepare on 3-4 days. You know, $2,000, 3-4 dadays. That sounds good to me.
For 9 minutes of raps, it sounds incredible.
I mean, some of these leagues aren't even booking you for 3-minute rounds.
230s. Yep.
Yeah, you know, and you're still getting like 5K. So even if it's 1,500, even if it's a couple hundred, that's still not bad. You know?
Okay.
I know a lot of people that weekend gig, no matter what it may be. Like, let's say you're a construction worker on a day-to-day basis. And then on the weekends, whatever, you gig. You go build a deck in somebody's yard or whatever it may be. A couple $100 on the weekend is not bad. You know?
That's a fact.
A couple $1,000 is pretty good.
Even better.
Yes. So you want, basically, in the topic of exclusivity, for people not to jump at that money, you have to pay them well enough so that they don't.
Okay.
You know? So if you say, who's somebody that maybe you would use as an example that you would like to see more exclusively?
That's a very good question. Let me see. Somebody that I want to see more exclusively. Let's just throw it out there. New Jersey Twerk.
Okay. Sounds good. URL or whatever league you want to see him exclusively on.
Let's say URL. Twerk on URL.
Okay, fine. But this goes for anybody. It's not exclusive to URL. If TBL wanted to sign New Jersey Twerk for a year or a 2-year deal, same thing as iBattle, whatever, you know? How many times are they battling? And how much would you pay? Right?
Okay.
So let's say these guys are getting $3 to $5 grand on a monthly basis, right? You're looking at $60K, right? And you don't want them to take those checks. You're automatically starting at $60K.
Okay.
Right
now. Okay. So let's just say hypothetically, I have worked with Twerk before, but I wouldn't put his number out. But let's just say randomly, we want Twerk to be in one place.
I'm speaking with hypothetical numbers. Like I'm just saying each booking 5K. And it's
but let's say they book him every other month and they give him a large sum every other month. Is that bad or good for battle rap? He doesn't battle anywhere else.
Up to 60, 70K, whatever he's.
Yeah. I mean, let's say
he could show the numbers and be like, this is what I'm making a year. You know what I mean? And if you're able to meet or exceed that.
Let's say he gets 20K every other month and it's 120,000.
Right.
and he agrees to stay in one place for that 120,000 guaranteed. Is that good or bad for battle rap?
In the perspective of somebody who likes exclusivity, I would say it's good.
Okay. Well, whose perspective is that? That the fans or the league? Whose perspective?
I know that's something you personally would like to see more of.
110%.
So let's just use you as an example, right?
Let's do it.
Okay. Twerk, you're offered 150K. Do not battle anywhere else, and you have
just URL.
And you have 6 battles this year. Does that sound good to you? Someone who wants to see him exclusively there?
I think that sounds good, and we could even guarantee a certain caliber, and you can add on bonuses for wins and things like that. Now you're getting, not only does he not have to worry about, and I mean, I would never assume what someone's bills is, but let's say he gets an amount that covers his bills. Now all he has to worry about is giving us good performances every time we see him. I think that's decent, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you consider it a weekend gig.
Yeah. 1,000%. 1,000%. But is that applicable to all? Because there are some battlers that don't generate enough interest.
It ain't applicable to me because I don't got 120K.
Nah, you rich. You rich.
I mean, you see the shades.
I'm not rich either. You see these shades, but okay. So in theory, it would work, but it would require a lot more money in battle rap for that to happen.
I think that battle rap as an industry is still very young. And that a lot of people fail to realize that, and a lot of the rumblings that you see over unprofessionalism, whether it be like time limits or money or whatever it may be, that's a now thing. Those things are getting ironed out in this era. So do I think exclusivity is a thing in the future? Yeah, I think if a league gets picked up where they're like, hey, we want to syndicate your content and we want you on this platform, something similar to Caffeine.
Like a Caffeine, yeah.
I think signing people exclusively is a great thing because now you know that your battles with them are getting their full focus.
Okay, so we agree that exclusivity can work as long as the battler is well compensated and as long as it's somewhere where the guaranteed growth as well.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. So exclusivity, we know what we need to make that happen. The next one is oversaturation.
Before we leave exclusivity,
go ahead.
The last thing I want to say is I think you shouldn't go exclusive until you hit a certain level, though.
What level?
I mean, maybe the level where you're able to charge something like that. Okay. And like when you get it all out of your system, the traveling and meeting new people, and when you're exclusively doing this for money, I think that's probably the time to do it. Because if you're a newer guy, I really suggest getting out there, going to the different regions, meeting new people, seeing new styles, just, really soaking in the culture before you sign your life away and be like, I'm not going to do any of these things. No, man,
I respect
go see the world.
I respect it. Although there are also, I want to say this though, and y'all are proof of it, sometimes up-and-comers benefit from exclusively battling in one place as well. Like we've seen a lot of different battlers move around too early and now their brand is diluted.
Right.
Is that wrong?
No, I think that the beginning of your career, you should be able to be easily followed, meaning like, I want to be able to see your growth from battle 1 to 10, And if your battle 1 through 10 is scattered on 10 different leagues, it's going to be hard for someone to follow.
100%.
Especially if I don't know these leagues.
100, and that's that was my analogy about getting a Big Mac from McDonald's. Like knowing that you can go to McDonald's and get that Big Mac is the same thing. It's like you can go to iBattle and find this battler until they get to that point where it's time to think about, you know what I'm saying? Signing bigger contracts and all that stuff. But when
you become the big dog in the league, because once you get started, you have all these different things you want. You want to battle first you want the main page drop. You want to battle the roster. You want to get paid. You want to travel. All these different aspirations start to come. And once you start checking the boxes, that's maybe when it's okay to be exclusive.
Got it. Okay. So we're good with exclusivity?
Yeah.
It's good for the up-and-comers and it's good for the top tiers.
I think it's good for the top tiers that want a real solid career that is only on the weekends specifically, which is incredible. And it's even better for the league because now it comes with confidence and motherfuckers could sleep at night that I booked you for X amount of dollars and you're not going to take a battle the week before, give all your effort there, and then I get the shit battle.
The lackluster, yup.
You know what I mean? And I wasted my money.
All right. So the next conversation is oversaturation. Do we need to cut down on some of these leagues? I'm gonna take a sip of, you know what I'm saying? Let you answer that one.
I think there's many different facets of oversaturation other than leagues.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, we got weekends where as fans we got to pick between 17 events.
Oh man, but I'm a fan of different stuff, so I do the same thing.
Okay.
You know, like sometimes I have to pick. Sometimes I get up 5 o'clock in the morning to watch a wrestling event in Japan, and then I got battle rap at 8. You know,
and that would be great if all the events won at the same time.
I mean, you know, but you got all weekend. You know what I'm saying? You could watch the VOD. It depends, and even if you have to pick one, right? Competition breeds good product.
But is it not watering down when the quality is not high? Competition is high, but quality is not high. How many of these events have we seen come and go with terrible product?
I would say that Goda and Homecoming were great.
I would agree. But there was also other events that happened that were not so great. So is it time to create maybe these smaller leagues go under other leagues, under an umbrella, or is it time to literally just cut down? And create a requirement before you can start a league, just so we can get some quality.
I think that the mistakes that leagues make that are smaller aren't as contributing to oversaturation as other things.
Okay, so what is, in your opinion, contributing to oversaturation?
Honestly, I would say the battles that don't make any sense. Not that they don't make any sense. It's like this guy versus this guy because, you know, I think that's
just because
creating the oversaturation.
Okay, so lots of matchups that don't make any sense.
Or there's no reason. There's no stipulation. There's no
no benefit. Yeah.
There's nothing to tether me as a fan to the battle. Yeah. Or the event.
How is it that people watch so much wrestling and don't understand how to sell fights? That doesn't make sense to me.
Because the wrestlers aren't exactly the ones that do it. They get a script. You know what I mean? It's a bit different. They have a production team whose job it is to create that type of content. And
so does battle rap need that? Does battle rap need like a Vince McMahon and things like that?
I mean, dude, I've tried to hire extra camera crews so that we can get footage of the battlers before and after. When I was working wrestling events, that's when they had to shoot promos. Like we'd have to go in the side room with the camera crew. We'd have to shoot a promo before the match and then shoot a promo after the match. And they would do whatever with the footage, however they pleased, right? And yeah, I think battle rap could use that on so many different levels, because not just to promote a battle, but to show the humanity of the battler and who they are as a person and what you can relate to them. You know, like, yeah, I do think more of that content would solve a big oversaturation problem, because now it doesn't just feel like a conveyor belt nonstop of battles.
Just battles that stop mattering because there's so many of them dropping that make no sense and no selling point.
Yes, and there's so many battlers, Frank, that are fire, and it's like, yeah, you're putting yourself in good battles, but none of these battles have anything that gives me like a real reason to watch it.
Okay, so oversaturation is really the key issue, is poor matchups.
But even deeper than that, the root of it is like there's no story.
Okay.
There's no reason to the rhyme. There's no, like, you know what I mean? Like,
no selling point.
No, like I try so hard as a booker to be like, you know, Enzyma and Scratch. You know what I mean? Like These are two kids making their name in the spaces. 116, 117. You just get it.
Yeah,
You know what?
Glowman and Twice. Yep.
You know.
Appa and Jenks with the pockets. Yep.
Appa and JR for their
Appa and
debut.
JR. Yep.
You know?
EGL. Yep.
So there's ways to tie people in with their debuts. I'm sure we'll do like Wanson and Mobcap, like people that I've seen these guys make their names in the spaces. But then it goes on. You without title matches and tournaments and any types of accolades, it's tough to explain why people are battling each other.
I agree, and I
Unless
think y'all
just
do
hate each other.
Y'all do a great job of creating the anticipation. You know, Captain's Cup and things like that really makes us buy into the talent on your platform. So salute to you on that. I think
overall we just need something that makes us want to watch the battle every time. Even if there is a reason they're battling, maybe we need to invest more money into conveying that onto the audience, like why these people are battling.
I'm glad you said that, because that takes me to promotion. One of the things we had locked in Capo versus Real Name Brandon. Both those brothers can cook really well. So I had talked to them about having a cook-off as a face-off. Right? And then when we had booked Capo and Gorilla, when they were booked, we had talked about them playing basketball as a face-off, right? Because they both play basketball. So things like that like things that can happen before the battle that are competitive and not just in the battle. Just some way of bringing the fans into. I think the battlers that become bigger stars are the ones who we know more about them than just the fact that they rap.
Yeah, and I think.
But why is promotion dying in battle rap?
I think as promoters, like sometimes we think just everybody gets it, but they don't. Like sometimes people need to be told what's going on. You know, like why these people are battling each other.
Yeah.
In certain things like boxing, they do the like the 24 or 48, whatever it is, where they follow the boxer
24/7. Yep.
You know, you see the lead up to it. I think that's real special, and I think that gives some real reason. And also, I'm not really sure how to go about it because it's uncharted territory. You know, like
where does that money come from?
Whatever, who cares?
But I mean, you say that, but if the league's taking care of event expenses and you want
my honest answer?
Yeah, who's gonna pay for that extra promotion?
Stop booking big names that don't care about the battle, that only care about a check, and they only want some money, and invest in your own product instead of that, because they're gonna pop out. They're gonna be on 50 to 60%, and maybe it'll do pretty good, but investing into your own product like that is a big long-term investment, more long-term than a booking. So don't be scared to throw some money into your own shit rather than a booking. I think a lot of people do this thing where they book like hosts and all this stuff, but like bro, get some lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, invest into your shit.
Okay. All right. That might be a controversial take to some, but I think that's genius. All right.
I mean, it's what I'm doing. It's not like I'm preaching, you know, and not
something
following
you don't apply. Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
I'm definitely trying to do some of these things. I have a lot of different things planned that will be rolled out over the next few months, but I agree with you that promotion is definitely one of the things that lack in battle rap.
Severely.
And due to it being uncharted territory in the sense of how do you promote in battle rap when the battle rappers are like, this ain't WWE. So now we're in like on a thin line here, you know?
Yeah. But that's all they watch and that's all they rap about. So saying this ain't WWE is so ridiculous. And one thing I'm super tired of is posting a battle saying, run this up for me. That phrase pisses me off to the point that when I see somebody post that, I'm not watching the battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now you piss me off. What do you mean run this up for you? Where were you when the battle was announced? Posting a flyer and just, so here's the flyer, and then disappearing, and then the battle drops and is, run this up.
Well, the devil's advocate is that a battler is a performer, not a promoter.
But you got to be both in this day and age. Just like actors are starting to use their social media and all that stuff. That wasn't a part of it before. You could be Marlon Brando and disappear and then pop out with a movie. You can't now. You got to do the circuit. You got to do the interviews. No, go ahead. Let me drink a little bit more water. It's getting crazy. Controversial. My son got like a pit bull back there or something. Doberman pincher or something. Cane Corso back there. Like, why the dogs bark so loud? Jesus.
All right, Frank.
You good?
Back. Where were we?
Well, we're at the end of. You were saying that battlers aren't promoters. They're battlers. They're performers.
Yeah, that's not their job. Their job is to perform and write. You know, I'm a promoter. It's my job to promote.
Okay, so you're saying the league owner's in charge of the promotion, not the battler.
Yep. Or
that's a wild take.
Promoter.
Okay. Are there promoters in battle rap that just focus on promotion?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would consider Doc.
He's a manager, though.
Yeah, but he wears many hats. Like, you know, he might be a manager, but what he's done as a promoter is incredible.
Okay.
I mean, look at the events that he's thrown so far.
Yep, agreed. Okay, all right.
You know?
So we need official promoters in battle rap.
Yeah, like Doc has done a really good job at being a promoter, getting into spaces, telling people what he's got going on, what battlers are getting booked, why, getting the sponsors for it. Like, he's the GOAT.
Agreed.
I think there's a couple 100%. Other people that are similar to Doc that do a very good job.
Okay. So we need more promoters and not putting that responsibility on the battlers.
In my opinion.
I respect that take. Next is bootlegging. Bootlegging is never going to go anywhere. But how do we diminish it?
Well, something came out in gaming this year. It might have been last year, actually. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was like NBA 2K put out whatever you buy in this game, like you don't actually own. You know? So that made the bootleggers say, so that means if I pirate your game, I'm not technically stealing because nobody owns it. Like I don't own it. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, wow. So it comes down to the sense of like, just because somebody's bootlegging your shit, like it doesn't mean that they're taking sales away from you. You know? Okay. These are the people that are buying the bootleg. Chances are they weren't going to buy your event. You know? Like when I watch UFC on one of those sites, if it don't work, I ain't watching it that night.
So you're saying bootlegging? Are you condoning bootlegging, or what are we doing?
I'm not condoning bootlegging. I'm saying that there's a community for it, and there always will be, and that's that.
So there's nothing we can do about bootlegging, essentially.
No, and to be honest, if you ain't getting bootlegged, then nobody really cares.
You're not really popping. Okay.
Nobody cares. You know?
This is gonna get a lot of conversation going. Okay.
But for real, like would I prefer that you don't bootleg my stuff? Yeah. Are you gonna do it fucking anyway? Yeah. So what the fuck? So I'm not, you know, what do they say? Like you can't beat yourself up over stuff you can't control. You know what I'm saying? Like
let it go.
These things are gonna happen and these people are gonna watch it, you know?
Okay, this next one is a touchy subject, and I want to preface it by saying I am not the person to determine this, but I do think a discussion should be had. Right. And that discussion is around pay scale.
Okay.
1 million views on YouTube is $4,000.
Sometimes it varies.
Okay. What should the pay scale be in battle rap?
Not based on YouTube views. That's
okay. What should it be based on? That's why I was going with that.
Well, it's tough, man. Like I said, it's uncharted territory. So you got to realize, like, okay, I could say this hypothetically. It should be based on a variety of things, from your draw on the pay-per-view and at the door to the YouTube views to maybe other things that aren't on the table yet, like merch sales and other things that you bring to the table that generate money at the event, right? You definitely deserve a cut of what you're bringing in. Now, for people like you and I who go to events and pay to watch pay-per-views and yada yada. What we know is that it's never one battler that is the selling point for the card.
That's a super fact.
Okay, it's always a mix of a few things. It's usually a few battlers, maybe a matchup that I like. There's definitely a few things that go into me watching the card. Another one is what league is throwing it. I might pay for a TBL pay-per-view or URL pay-per-view or RBE pay-per-view
based on who's on the card.
But I'm not, I'm not getting the pay-per-view for Backyard Battle League Mud Wrestling 3. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so how do we determine pay scale?
I think that you have to know who you're talking to, who the booker is, what their price point is, and if you're not able to meet it, okay. And if you can, you can.
Well, so you're saying that there shouldn't be like a across the board metric that we go by?
Nah. It's situational. Why? Like so many other things in life. Because some people can do what others can't, you know? And you don't have to take it if they're not able to afford you. But if you're able to meet them there and do that favor, yo, bro, you're just doing it for the love of the game, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Okay, so when I worked in hotels,
it's not a battle that you're taking and half-assing. Because let me tell you something. One real problem we have in battle rap is that, and what it causes is people not liking battle rap anymore. You know, when you are somebody who's a big name and you go and you battle someone like K Venom or Eunice or just somebody from that class who's like, a real pain in the ass to battle because they're going to go off.
Very
you have
high
to
risk.
go off too. This is going to be a generational matchup. It's going to matter. You know, you have to love the game and the fact that they're coming up next, and that's a very big deal in battle rap. And to be honest, when you look at somebody like Solcon, he comes into the game and he battles these like brand new guys and he gives his fucking heart to that shit, and that's why I have so much respect for him. He battled like
Solcon.
Dude, he battled homeschool and Appa, and he like wrote his fucking heart out for those guys.
100%. But then you got other guys who come in there and don't do that and take a big paycheck home. As a person who's paid some people some really good money that have come in there and stunk the place up and went home.
Yeah.
Now what?
Not
everybody has the heart to write like Solcon.
In other industries, Frank, if you're a big deal and you go and you dip into the indies, whether it be like MMA, like you go down to let's say like a big Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournament, bro, you're from the UFC, like you have to be you know. And not only that, if you're going against somebody who is everybody loves, it's different. You have to create these moments for battle rap, and I think that what it has to do with your question is what will change the pay rate. Okay. If I know that who's somebody that Rum Nitty, if I book Rum Nitty, I know he's showing up. Appa, CJA, King Jables, he's going off every time.
Every time. Salute Nitty.
Every time. I don't need to worry about it. Incredible investment, when it comes to a guy like that, Rum Nitty does not charge me what he charges other people. And that's because he knows my price point. He knows that this is what I'm able to pay. No, it's not $20,000, but bro, it's good money for the weekend gig. And the people I'm giving you are legacy matches. They matter.
It's no BS. But here's my thing.
It's something that's going to inspire people.
When I worked in hospitality, well, another thing is relationships. You have very good relationships and long-term relationships with people, which is another reason why you get those looks. But when I worked in hotels, I started from front desk agent all the way up to front desk manager. As a front desk agent, I made like $22 an hour. You know what I mean? When I got to front desk manager, I made $52,000 an hour, $52,000 a year, right? Why is it battle rap can't have that? That if you're a low tier or entry level tier and then mid tier and then top tier, why can't there be tiers that come with a certain amount of money? And then a scale that everybody can adhere to. because all the hotels, to some extent, kind of, you know, all the higher tier hotels kind of had the same pay scale,
I think
give or
that
take.
it does happen, but that is more of a in the future thing.
Okay.
You know,
So because
because
we're still developing, we can't put that structure there yet.
yeah, like this is how I can say it. Like there are some battlers I pay more now than I used to, and that's because I'm in a better place now than I was. And I'm in a better place now than I was because of their battles with us, right? So I'm able to pay them more than I was. Like obviously, Rum Nitty's getting paid more to battle Los than he was to get against CJA or Appa or King Jables, right? And that's because those battles are a foundation of the league, right? So that's why I say it takes time, because those 4 battles took fucking 6 years or some shit like that, you know?
Understood.
So yeah, you should be able to move up in that sense. But that takes a timeline, right?
Okay.
If 1 battle, 2 battles, 3 battles, it's whatever. But once you get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm a big part of the growth here. Yeah, absolutely, you should get paid more.
Okay. Next one or last one is a 2-part: money management / therapy.
Oh man. If you're paying for therapy, you're not doing good money management, I'll tell you that.
What are you talking about, Lex? Therapy is needed.
Yeah, I'll talk to ChatGPT.
That's
free, you
not
heard?
the solution, Lex. But you know, I even said it in the interview. I said if there's therapists out there, they can do a little bit of consulting with battlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, relationships is everything. In pursuing success, you have to know how to maintain relationships. And I think, you know, a lot of these young creatives haven't had those tools. They don't have money management tools, so they get paid and then squander the money. Now they're out here taking battles from, you know, for the wrong reasons, or they're destroying relationships with the money. How many sponsors have you seen come and go in battle rap? So
Oh man,
perhaps some
I missed
therapy.
them. Oh, how I missed thee.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
like perhaps some therapy to learn how to maintain relationships, and some money management so that people can learn how to maintain the money they make. Because getting money is the easy part. It's keeping it and maintaining it that's the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Dun dun
Man,
dun. Dun
that's
dun
deep.
dun.
That's deeper than battle rap though. Like that's
Okay.
you know, like I know people who don't have nothing to do with battle rap that could use that, you know?
Okay.
So I think that's something that just the male community needs overall. Take
Agreed.
care of your fucking mental and your money,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know?
Yep. And you know, you've done a lot for my personal mental health and the mental health of others in this industry, but you can't be there for everybody, you know?
No, I can't. And I think that I've just accepted that I'll have to be the bad guy for this thing to work in a few situations.
What do you mean?
Like you said, I can't be there for everybody. So that's gonna come with some people being like, fuck you, man, you weren't there for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
But what if there was, like you said, we need to have promoters. What if that was an aspect of battle rap where there was financial advisors and therapists that were present to help with that?
I think that's on the battler as an individual, man.
Okay.
You know, like I think that they need to personally seek out. That's just health, period. You know what I mean? Go to the doctor, get checked up. You know, if they fucking recommend some medication, take it. You know, don't be in your conspiracy bag or like, no, Big Pharma's trying to get me. Like, you know, give even if Big Pharma is trying to get you, give it a try for a month and see if you see any.
See how things work out with Big Pharma.
Let's see if it works for you, man. Like I know, Frank, I know a lot of grown-ups that don't take medication, dude.
They need it.
Like I can't even get some of these guys to fucking take an Advil.
Yeah, that's real.
You know, and sometimes, man, you might need a chill pill, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
There are some days that are very hard in battle rap for people.
100%.
And I think that turning the phone off and maybe having a little bit of medication will go a long way. As long as it's prescribed to you, obviously, right?
Of course.
From your therapist.
And is there anything else you'd like to speak about in terms of battle rap issues before we get out of here?
Yeah. you know when people say like do it for hip hop or do it for the game, and it's like everybody hates that. It's like a joke.
Do it for hip hop is so funny. Go ahead.
I would like people to try to reverse that.
Okay, and make it a thing.
Yeah, I think that you should do things for the game because the game did a lot for a lot of us. And that paying it forward is never a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like I see a lot of people who are just like, I did this, I did that. And there's like a lot of bitter people in the game. And there's a lot of like, you know, shit didn't go certain ways for certain people. And I think just if people figured out a way to contribute more positively, things would be a lot better. And that ties into like, you know, do it for the love of the game, do it for hip hop because it is special. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And we're very lucky to have it. We're very lucky to be talented. We're very lucky to be spectators of something that's so niche that we know about, and it's awesome. We crossed paths with battle rap, and we're hooked, and we're lucky for that because it's fucking great, you know? 100%. And we definitely want that to continue. We want to keep putting out good battles, and we want battle rap to be fun. Like, you got to think about it. If you're a follower of battle rap and you look at your timeline, are you going to like the shit that you read? Are you going to enjoy being a follower of battle rap?
Not all the time.
Most of the time, no, dude. So I think people really need to have a more positive approach of what's going on, and actually love the game, because you're lucky to have it.
Agreed.
You know,
what was it always? You've been in battle rap a long time. Was it always this witch hunt to expose people? Was that always a thing, or like was there a point where we were just here for the raps? Is that something that developed, or is that something that's just always been here? Because I don't recall it in my earlier time watching battle rap. I didn't know about people's personal lives. I just knew about the raps. But now it's turned into something different.
I mean, yeah, but like in the beginning, it wasn't so bad. Like Arsenal, you're a bus driver. Like T-Rex, you're a nurse. Like there's you know, there's no way this guy is taking people's blood. You know what I mean? And there's no way that this guy is responsible for children safety. You know, so it was a little bit crazy. But now when they're like, yo, man, this guy has AIDS, everyone's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And break out the AIDS test.
Yeah. And then they bring out the cousins and aunts who knew you when you were 16. And it's like, what is going on? Why am I listening to your relative bring up family business? I don't care about this. What does this have to do with me listening to a rap bar?
I don't hate that. I actually love that.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I think it's great for the sport. And I think that if you have skeletons in your closet, you shouldn't do it.
Okay. Oh, that's a different take. Okay.